So once you're logged into Adobe Spark, you can see all of the templates. And a template is basically a pre-made graphic that you can then pick and then change the color, the font, the words, the images by hitting that remix this template. It's a faster way of getting started, and there's different categories. So collage is a collection of pictures in one. Obviously seasonal is holiday related. Animation means that it's actually going to make a video, and so the text will flash or move in some way, and then you can choose one of those templates. At the bottom it says My Posts, and those will, when you hit it, will show you what you've already created. So for some of you that might be empty, but we're going to start from scratch. So you're going to hit that green circle with the plus sign. Now I always pick solid color to start, and you want to choose your background color. And again, remember, be very careful with the color that you choose, because you don't want it to compete with the stuff that you're putting in the foreground, like text and images. And then you hit next, and you can still change it later if you choose to. Now it's asking you for the size. So the nice thing about these, about Spark Post, is that you can create for any social media app that you're using. So Instagram likes the square, Instagram story, Instagram portraits, Facebook. So those are all different templates for social media, including Twitter and LinkedIn and a Snapchat story. And then if you wanted to print, meaning you want to make a poster to put on your wall, for instance, then there's different sizes for that as well. If you want to customize your social media profile, then there's cover pages and banners and headers. So the nice thing, again, is that it has it preloaded with the exact aspect ratio and resolution that those social media apps want. And then there's some standard ones. So we're going to pick square, which is a 1:1 aspect ratio. And again, you can change this later, so hit done. And anytime you click on something on your iPad, it'll allow you to change it. So then this one is telling you double tap to edit the text, and you are making one that says I am creative. So there's our text. And then by clicking on it again, you can change the size quickly. So you can just drag the corners around to make the size the way you want it. Or at the bottom, you have different things. So under size, that's how we just did it by manual, but you could also just do it this way. Color obviously changes the color of the foreground and the background of that box there. And again, pick contrasting colors so it makes it super easy to read. Font, same thing. Don't pick a font that is really difficult for your audience to read. Make it simple, but interesting to look at. And shape is the size of that box in the background if you want no shape, or if you want to create it as a circle or a diamond, and then you can change the size of that as well. Let's pick circle. Effect lets you do some outlines and shadow effects with the font, with the text. So I like that one. Adjust is how you can rotate, but you can also manually rotate, and scale is the size. We saw that already. Align is how you want it to be aligned. So if I, let me change this to be like this. So that right now it's centered in the box. If I click left align, right align, then there's options of magic that makes it a little different there. Curved, grid, but obviously I'm going to stick with the centered. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Spacing is how you change the space between letters. So this would be making my letters wider. This line makes the space between the lines that I have there. And then the shape is how big I want that shape around my words. Opacity is how bright it is. So 100% is fully, and then 0 is invisible. Well, 5% is closest to invisible. So I'm going to kind of put it right there. And then, so that's it for changing those things. If you want to do an animation, animation lets you flash your words up on the screen, so you can choose those which you like, but this will make it a video. So it's not a flat image. It will make it a video, or at least give you that option. So sometimes I don't choose animation because I just want it to be a flat image. And again, layout, you can change, and if you want to change the size of the border, of the whole thing, or have none. The design, you can kind of go like this, and it'll automatically create a design for you, almost like a template. If you don't like it, I'm going to hit cancel. Hit add, and then now you can add, let's start with icons. An icon is just a kind of clip art image, not a picture. And let's say I want to add a paintbrush. And then you can, and you click, and you can add several if you wanted to. Then we hit add one, and again, now that it's selected, you can change the color, you can change the size by dragging. You can, this is the rotate button that lets you rotate it around. You can move it where you want. And then when you're done, and now you can add text. You can create. And again, same thing, I can change the size, and when I have it picked, I can do all those things, change the size and the color. And then if you wanted to add an image, this would be a picture. So under search free photos, it'll take you either to Pixabay or Unsplash, which are all royalty-free images. So then you can pick what you want and then add it. And just like everything, we're going to move it freely, so because it's not going to be in the background. And so you can rotate it, you can make it bigger, you can also change the color on it as well if you wanted to. If you want to add a picture that you've taken that's on your iPad, then when you hit add image, then you want to grab it from either take it with your camera or from files, and then you can pick where it is located and drop it in there and resize it as well. When you're all done, you're going to hit that share button up at the top. If you added animation, then you want to share it as a video animation, or you can do a still image. So we're only requiring a still image for now, and the background color, I just want it solid. Transparent means it's invisible. You have all these options, so if you want to directly save it to or send it to social media, you can do that. You can copy a link and send me the link, and then I click on it and find it. You can email it to someone, but we're going to save it to our iPad. It'll put it in the camera roll, so it's instantly there, and then now you can upload it to social media, Google Classroom, YouTube, or Padlet, whatever is where your source or where you want people to, your audience to see this at. That's it. So play around with it, and that's the best way to learn apps like Adobe Spark Post. And good luck.